Hello everyone. Hello my Patreon loves. Again, I know you see that this video is connected to my ASMR channel over on YouTube. If you have not already subscribed, please subscribe to my clean channel, as I call it. Also, I want to thank all my patron loves, old and new. I'm sure that I have most of you all from YouTube. Most of you all are naysayers and patron loves. And you know what the average small, well, I can't even say small because there's some large YouTubers that are going through the same thing. You know what we are going through as YouTubers. And I'm just so grateful that no matter how small the donation, no matter how big the donation, that you all are supporting me here. You are still giving me support outside of YouTube. And you have no idea how much that means to me and why I want to make you all my focus, because like I said, eventually I'm going to be trying to get away from YouTube in regards to the raw, the real me, because I can't keep telling my story for free, because I know this sounds crazy, but people really think that because I have certain things, because I look a certain way, because I drive a certain car, that my life is easy or has been easy. And it really has been hard. I mean, really hard, guys. Like, I'm not going to get into it because these are things that I'm going to open up about later on down the line here on Patreon, but my life has been hard. It's just that for all the hard things or the difficult things that I've been through as a child, as a teenager, as a young straight teenager, as a young woman that messed with women, that decided to take a chance and fall in love with a man, and to find out that some of the things that you see on TV about some people are actually real, because I actually was very sheltered in the lesbian lifestyle, but to find that out, and to find it out the hard way, and then from me being in a career that I had to suddenly leave. Like, guys, like, even though I've gone through a lot of things, and in a lot of ways I consider myself blessed, because, like I said, I'll be moving to Atlanta soon. I've been given an opportunity that a lot of people can't say. How many people can be able to still contact the person, the one that got away, and the one that got away is still saying to you, I still love you, and if you'll have me, then I'll have you. Just come be with me. All I want you to do is just be my wife, and you feel pretty secure in the fact that this person loves you. After everything that you've been through with a man that you threw everything into, because, guys, basically, like I was telling her, she said, Nay, why did you, go back to men, and why did you even stay in a relationship with a man that treated you like that? She was like, I'm disappointed in you. And I call it the Bobby and Whitney, because that's what we were. We were Bobby and Whitney together. You know, Whitney Houston was a Leo. And when you make a decision to be in a relationship with someone, it's not even about the relationship no more. It's about not accepting that everybody was right, not accepting all the signs that the universe gave you about this particular person. Now it becomes to a point where now you have to prove to everybody that what you've done and the sacrifices you've made with this person is worth it. So it's not even about love anymore. And guys, I'm just trying to mature past that. I'm trying to be greater than that. You know, life just has given me the opportunity to really and truly find happiness. I just have to be able to take it, because this is real talk. I've been in several relationships, but I've never been able to fully commit, because my attitude has always been, and ladies naysayers, please comment on this, but my attitude has always been, I don't have to take this because I can support myself. I don't have to take your mouth or deal with your mouth or deal with this and deal with that from you. You know, I didn't realize until I got with that guy that every argument was not a breakup. Do you know I lived years, 40 years, and not know that every argument did not mean a breakup? I thought that if you got into something really bad with somebody and it was supposed to be an end, this relationship with the man was the first relationship that I had where I endured in a relationship, because I've been so independent that in my mind, I don't have to take no BS from nobody. I pay my own bills. I don't need you. So this is the first time in my life that I'm going to depend on somebody else. And of course, I'm going to still generate my own money. Of course, you know, I don't want to be like in a relationship where I'm like, oh, can I have gas money? Can I have money to go out with the girls? I can't picture myself being that dependent on somebody, but to the point where somebody is paying my overhead, trusting somebody enough to believe that they love me enough that they won't let me falter. Me making my sole purpose about making us happy, my relationship happy. I've never done that before. I've always was like, okay, you make sure you happy, I make sure I'm happy, and because I'm a Libra, I can incorporate your happiness into my happiness and make some adjustments along the way. But this is my first time in life, guys, where I was 100% or 90% dependent on someone. And coming from the relationship with the man where we were so separate that I've said before that in my weakest time, my lowest point, I couldn't depend on him. But I would have jumped out the window for this man, and he wouldn't have opened the door for me. And we were so separate that I even needed a place to stay for a while I was transitioning. He never offered that. And that's what broke us up. Because I did not, at 43 years old, I shouldn't be in relationships where we're so separate, you know? So after him, I had said no more. I'm done with relationships. I'm good with just being single for the rest of my life because I felt like, look, at 40-something years old, I'm still making these mistakes. I ought to be ashamed of myself, but I was growing, I was maturing, but honestly, I never knew how to be in a relationship. My mom, when she left my stepdad, she had been a single mother for her entire life. She had been so independent that my mom groomed us to be only depend on each other. So we never really, meaning me, her, and my sister. So I never really had to talk trash from nobody. Because if I was staying with somebody or sleeping with somebody or living with somebody like here and there, I could always say, I don't have to take your BS. I can go back home to my mama. I don't need you. If I ever had financial situations, I could always go to my sister and be like, I don't need you. My sister got me. And vice versa. We all just had each other, So when it got to a point where I needed my ex, him, to be there for me and provide for me, and he turned his back on me, it was done. I was done. I mean, he wanted us to be back in a relationship, but I said no, because I got past it. And then for me to find the one that I lost, and she basically gave me the, Nay, just come down here, baby. Just be with me. I've always loved you. And now I have to trust that she's going to be there for me. I mean, she was like, Nay, you wanted to retire at 50. And y'all know that was my goal, to retire at 50. She was like, Nay, you wanted to retire at 50. Baby, come down here and retire. Just work part-time if you want to. Just be with me. And she's always wanted that. Always. So, and today, to take it back a little bit, we both said the same thing. She told me, she said, Nay, if you don't be with me, I'm not being in no other relationship. And I told her the same thing. Baby, if I'm not with you, I'm not doing it no more. Because I just feel like I'm good. I'm good. So, to be offered the opportunity after all the pain I've been through, all the mistakes, just everything that has happened to me in the past 2 years, I'm very fortunate. I'm very happy. Yes, YouTube is really kind of stressing me out because I wanted to utilize YouTube as a means of support when I went down south. I really did, in addition to my part-time work. Because I don't want her to feel like she's just taking care of me. Like I said, I want to be in control of my own bills. But, I'm going to continue to push my Patreon over on YouTube. Thank you all for all your support. If there's anything on Patreon that you'd like for me to talk about, like when I go down south next weekend, I want to have a conversation with my girlfriend about, it's two things I want to talk about. I want to talk about one, what's the difference between being with a man and a woman, and two, what made her choose the position of dominant. So it's about to end. So guys, we're going on 15 minutes. Sorry I talked to you to death. Again, thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe to my ASMR channel. Good night, y'all.